Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumi Desalu-Vold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very, very first time, you are so very welcome to my humble abode. I know you'll be saying, Fumi, what is this? I'm trying to be creative here because I'm filming every day for you guys. So I thought, let me do a little something with my hair. And so this is like a bandana of flowers that was given to me, I think by my sister. Never worn it till now. And then I did like 2 buns. Do you see? Messy buns in the back. Just to try to, you know, give it some kind of allure. I am wearing Maybelline Gorgeous Lip. It's a matte lip. Super stay, and it is called Creator number 35. Yes. So if you're looking for something different, this is really gorgeous. I'm feeling it. And this dress, I don't remember where I got this dress, but I love it. It's fun, it's nice, it's colorful. Welcome to yet another episode, my darlings. For you, anything. I read all of the comments like I tell you guys, and I have given you top 10 when you want a date. I've given you top 10 red flags. I've given you top 10 guidance for single moms that are coming back into the dating world. Now I'm going to give you 10. These are my questions that I asked Ula. That 14 years into the marriage, I can see how he is, how I am, and how it actually played out. Again, I read a lot of the questions, I read the comments. It doesn't necessarily apply to all of you, nor do all 10. I get it. I just want you to use this as a guide, loosely, to direct you where you feel good in your relationship. Because the thing is that, good or bad, he's showing you signs. You want to be able to distinguish what signs are good in relation to you going forward, or what signs tell you right there and then that you need to get your bag and go. So, my sweeties, because I've written this down now, 10 questions to ask in the early stages of dating. What do you want out of this relationship? Number 1, you're not here to waste your time. You have to ask him. Do they necessarily tell you, no, I just want to get into your panties? No, they won't say that. But it's good to put it out there. What are you looking for in this relationship? Let me start with me. I am looking for somebody serious. I am looking to settle down. I am looking to have children. I'm looking to buy a house, have a mortgage, grow old with somebody. Is that person you? And let them know, no pressure. You just need to know because that is where you are at. And so you justify the question because that is who you're looking for. If that's not what they're looking for, they don't want anything too serious, they're just coasting right now, that is fine. You enjoy the date that you're having, which is a drink. I always recommend just have a little drink. Oh God, this blusher is life. It is Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath, and this is it. I think this is Bridgerton. It is so gorgeous. Oh, I live for it. As I was saying, if he is not serious, not a problem, but you've asked. So that further down the line when he says, I want to change my mind and this or whatever, you can say, but I asked you. We sat down, we talked about it, and I asked you, what are your intentions? What are you looking for? What do you want in this relationship? And you said you wanted to be with me, blah, 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 blah. It's good to ask. It's good to ask the questions because indirectly, you let them know that you're not here to waste your time. Yeah? Okay. What happened in his last relationship and why? It's good to ask. Ula, what happened to your last relationship? When was your last relationship? Who is she? Where is she now? Because it tells you a little bit about him and how he handles relationships. You just want him to talk about the relationship. And how he talks about her is important because it's in direct reflection of how he'll talk about you. In talking about it, you will find out what his triggers are, where his pain is at. It's important. I asked Ula the same thing. And I'm friends with her now. You know, it just didn't work out. You know, but she's lovely, she's nice, this, whatever. And I was like, But I was curious. It's important to ask. Does he want children and how many? Do you know, I was shocked when I asked Ula this question. Ula said, yes, I do, but I only want one. And at the time, I was like, oh, please, we're going to have more than one. And he said, Fumi, I'm serious. I only want one. And I said, why? He said, one is okay for him. He's only and always wanted one. He doesn't care whether it's a boy or a girl, but he just wants one. When we got married, we revisited this conversation. And I pushed and I pushed and I said, let's have two. Let's have two. And he said, okay. He said, I don't want any more, just the two. As it turned out, we only have Adrian. And I am so grateful and happy that we had the conversation. Because when a guy tells you what he wants, believe you me, that's what he wants. Don't think that you can renegotiate in the marriage, because now you're putting pressure on something that he had blatantly expressed to you. I'm just letting you know. For us, it worked out the way that he wanted it. Would we have had to? He would have had to. He wouldn't have minded, you understand? But it turned out that we only had Adrian, and I'm grateful for Adrian. I love Adrian. This was way before we were trying so very hard, you know. And in the last episode, because it's just so heartbreaking sometimes, I can't say it twice. In the last episode about Q&A with me, you will know why I said what I said, okay? But yes, it's important to ask him whether he wants children. It's also important to ask him, does he have children? Because he might have children and might not want any more, or just want one, and you will have one while he has 2 plus 1. He has 3, so it's like, I can have one more because he's already got 2. So you have to ask these questions. Men, I'll give them that credit. They're kind of sort of very simple. They really are. It's either, you know, yay or nay with them. So ask the questions before you begin to build all of these hopes and dreams with the wrong guy. Okay. What is his financial situation? Ask him. I asked Ula, how much do you make? Outright. Was it uncomfortable? Yes. But I needed to know. Because here's the thing. You want to know whether he can take care of the family. You want to know if he's making enough. It's not a situation where if he's not making enough, you're not dating him. You just want to know so that you can know how you're going to reprogram your stamina, what you're going to do. And let me tell you something. What a man makes now doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. It is his ambition, will, drive, passion. That leads me to the next question. Where does he see himself in the next 5 to 10 years? Because he's changed careers. There's a lot going on with that now. A lot of lawyers, doctors, architects, engineers. No, I didn't want to do that. I did that because of my parents. I've gone back in. This is what I want to do. If he has ambition, then you guys are going to be okay. And that goes for you. You have to have ambition. You have to drive because you are coming to build a unit. My mother told me a story. Listen to the story. My mom and dad met in university. She was a language student and my father was a medical student. And she said, of course, you know, they would go to the clubs, they would party, she had friends and everything. My dad was very quiet. And on the way to, I think she said, a party, she saw my dad at around, let us say, like 7:30, studying in the study room. As she was going home from the party at 3 a.m., my dad was still there. She said, this one I'll marry. This one has potential. This one is chasing some kind of dream. We'll go far with him because you also want to go far. So you want to have your driving partner in the bus. When they say we move, we move. That's who you want. You don't want a lazy layabout who has a job, who does not go out of the way to say, I deserve a promotion. I want to take the next position. I'm advancing. I want to go out and have my own business. You want somebody who has passion, who has drive. That is real couple goals. Because you're like, I have these ambitions too. I want to do this. I want to do that. Oh my God. Okay, fine. What do you think? Can we do this? I'll support you. I'll this, I'll that. Okay. Ula and I had this conversation. I won't even tell you where my dreams and hopes are, but Ula knows. And he was like, well, damn. And I said, yes. And guess what? I am going to do it. You understand me? And he's like, I'm sure you will. You know? All right, let's see what we can do. You know, I'll support you. You support me. You know? It was a fantastic and exciting and exhilarating conversation. Because in a way, I felt I had met my mate. I had met somebody who was borderline crazy like me, but in a different way. He's very internal, but he's like, okay, I guess we can do this. And the irony of it all was, those ingredients was what pushed us through to do 9 rounds of IVF. You got to be determined. You got to want something. You got to want something more than you want anything else. And it's a lighter journey. The baggage is lighter when somebody else is helping you carry 50% of that load. Because the marriage is going to test the two of you. It'll test you. I promise you, it will test you. You want to come out of that challenge or challenges as they come even stronger. That it didn't beat us. We're still here. It didn't beat us. It only made us stronger. When we were doing IVF, I think we were like IVF 4 or 5 going forward. You can't begin to imagine how many doctors he said, be careful, save your marriage. And we said, well, we're good. We're good. We forget about the marriage. How many eggs have we got? Yes. Okay. What are the expectations on finances as a couple? Talk about your contribution to. Let him know your education. Let him know your skills. Let him know your earning potential. What do you have in your 401k for those of you in America? What about your health insurance? As an actor, SAG, our health insurance, fabulous. Yep, I kept it. I froze my membership because I'm not in the States right now. But when I go back, I'm bringing everything to the forefront because insurance for the family, that I can cover. Let them know what you got. To those that you see potential in. I'm not saying that you just go to every guy and say, this is what I got, this is what I got. No, you understand? But let them know this is the financial situation because you are going to have a unit. You're going to have children. You're going to have one roof over your head. You have to be clear about money. You have to be clear about spending. Is he a spendthrift? Is he an alcoholic? Does he love to booze? You've just been sitting here for 10 minutes. He's had 3, 4 drinks. This could be the family money. This could be your children's school fees for back to school money. You have to talk about money because that is what you're going to survive on. It's not the money. It's what money can do for you. You want to have a decent life. You do. What is his relationship with his family, parents, and siblings? Extremely important. It's important to know. It's important to know whether he's coming with baggage, whether he's coming with wounds, whether he's coming with healing in the process of. Is he going to therapy? Are there stuff that happened in his family? Are there issues? Because it does come out in your adulthood. Ask him, is he close to his mom? Is he close to his dad? He doesn't. It's okay if he doesn't. You just need to know going in. Because the thing is that, remember, you're the last to attend the party. All of them, when you meet them eventually, are sitting down looking at you. So you need to know who's who, what's what, what's going on, so that you know what you're saying, what you're not saying, how you're talking, and to whom you're going to invest your time in. That's just how it goes. You got to be careful. Family is delicate, most especially his. So ask him, how are you with your family? How is A, B, and C? Let me know. I'm not judging. Just let me know. Because if it's in a hostile situation, you have to say to yourself, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to go there? Do I really want to inherit this baggage? You have to ask. Are his family going to be an issue? You need to be prepared and know what you're walking into. That includes the baby mamas. You need to know, are there baby mamas in this day and age? Shoot, everybody got a baby mama, somebody that he been messing with, whatever. It's okay. I'm all about blended families. Like I said, Ula and I, we were older. I was 39, he was 44. It would have been expected that we would have had children. We just didn't. So I'm all open for it. The situation here is that as he's venturing out into a new relationship, somebody just might not be so happy about that and will try and give you some hell. So you need to know what you're working into. Are you prepared to be married to somebody who has a baby mama drama? Because you might just have to reach out to her and say, hey, I'm on your side too. We're women. We love the same man. I'm trying to get along with everybody up in here. Can we talk this thing out? The first foot forward is always the best. Ask. Then you know. You have to take into account he could fall sick. You have to take into account he could pass away. You have to take into account that he might be under a disability. What would be his preparations for the family if anything happened? It's sunny outside, the kids are playing. They're learning how to ride their bikes. I'm sorry. I love kids. And the dog. Ask. Is he open to relocating to another country, another state, another county? Is he open? Because some of them are not. They like it where they are. Their job is rooted there. If you want to go and he can't, you need to know now. Because it's very, very dicey. Very dicey. Who are his friends? And request to meet them. Oh, I don't mind meeting Jeremy. You always talk about him. I've seen him call you a couple of times. I don't mind for all of us to hang out. It's a fact, my darlings. It's a fact. Show me who your friends are. And it will show me who you are. It's a fact. If he has a friend, family, settled down, they're both working, then you can say, okay, fine, they're both aligned, they're doing, they're doing stuff. Because his friends account for him. His friends, they have to have something in common. You cannot be friends with somebody that you have absolutely nothing in common with. So if his friends are cheating, running around with girls, you know your guy is covering for him at some stage of the game. You know that, oh, that could be dicey, that could be funny. You have to know his friends to kind of know him. You don't like his friends, then you don't like him. Again, rose-colored lenses. You don't want to see it for what it is. Because if you don't like his friends, and they're smoking and they're drinking, what do you think your guy does when you're not there? What are the things he will not compromise on? Everyone has a deal breaker. Yep. Believe him when he says it and do not try to convince him otherwise after the fact when you guys are married. Ula told me that when we have children, he did not want them public setting. He said it. I was like, That is why you don't see Adrian that much. It's something Ula talked about. And it became even stronger when Adrian came. In the early stages, because Adrian was with me, you know, as a baby, you know, I breastfed him and everything, it was fine. As he's gotten older, Ula doesn't want him on social media at all. I had to respect it. I wanted to do videos with Adrian. I wanted to do so much stuff on social media with him. Because when we met, Instagram didn't exist. Yeah, because we married in 2009. Instagram came in 2012. He's not crazy about it. And this was way, of course, I didn't know I was going to do YouTube, you know. I started YouTube in 2010, I quit, and then I revisited in 2014. As you very well know, Ula doesn't mind, and I have to, you know, Ula come, Ula ask, Ula this, I have to, you know, draw him in. He's a private person. He's a private guy. How he married me is so bizarre. Of all, front and center. And I agreed. I said, Ula, I agree. Okay, fine. Our child will not be out there like that. Every once in a while, you can put a picture out there, this or whatever. Every once in a while. Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, that kind of thing. Okay. But left to him, he doesn't want his son, our son, on social media. You have to respect their decisions and know that close to their heart, that's a deal breaker. It's a deal breaker. Because I tell you, if I go against what Ula said, it will upset him greatly and there will be a divide. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. Respect his decision and know that, okay, fine. Can I live with this? Because you can also have different views with politics. Woo! Politics was a big one. With the Trump and Clinton, it was huge. I lost friends over this. It was so bizarre. Religion. A lot of you have said, I cannot marry a Muslim. I will not. I have to respect your decision and say she has to go with what she's comfortable with. And it's non-negotiable. So you also let him know what is off the table. Okay? Last but not least. How important is sex?
Huh. Why are you looking at me like that?
How important is sex to him? How important? I'm going to tell you why. Marriage will bring different levels. It will bring different levels, different responsibilities. In the honeymoon stage, oh wow, fabulosity. Why not? You got a lot of time. When the baby comes, you are up at night. You are breastfeeding. You are tired. You might not be able to commit to every week. Is that a thing for him? Is that a deal breaker for him? Because some guys want it all the time, no matter what. You know, you see some girls, they're pregnant back to back. They got 2 kids in the same year. And as time goes by, you understand, you're going to have phases. That's what I love about marriage. It goes in sweeps. It has phases. You're busy and, you know, stuff happens. And then you're all the way back again. Sometimes he's not in the mood. It does not mean that he's rejecting you. Sometimes you are not in the mood. Reassure him you are not rejecting him. You're going to have the baby years if you have it back to back to back. So things might slow down a bit. It's good to know your expectations. And on that note, my darlings, I wish you the very best of luck. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the episode, my loves. And I will see you I'll see you very soon. All of my love. Ula, my sweetheart, my darling. Ula, should we not go out this weekend? What do you think? Because the nanny is here this weekend. Okay. The challenges, darlings. Because I'm filming every day for you guys, I am challenged. What am I going to wear? What am I going to do with my hair? Do we love, my darlings? Very runway-esque. I like it though. It does work. It does work. If you want a tutorial, let me know. And do we love the lip? This is Maybelline. Yeah. Smoky eye. All right. I hope I don't look like a box of crayons. I'm trying here. I'm trying. The pressure. Love you. Bye.